All right, so today I'm going to just do one of the cappuccinos. I'm feeling something sweet, and I don't feel like mixing it myself, which is why I love these cappuccinos. I, I'm having trouble closing that door. Uh, it's nice just to be able to pop that in and have a nice cappuccino without needing to mix in all the milk and sugar and get it all perfect and taste test it. Marvel Rivals is not working at all. I streamed it last night for a little bit and somehow managed to get MVP with over 30 kills, but it was really laggy to the point that I felt it was almost unplayable. I think part of it is my PC, but I know it's also not entirely my PC because I played Elder Scrolls Online too, and I had absolutely no problem with that. So before I play Marvel Rivals, I think I want to do a hard PC reboot. Wipe the OS, wipe the hard drives and everything. But there's two things I want to do before I do that. The first one is finish the backlog of uploads. I'm down to like 30 videos of old streams that still need uploaded, I think. So I'm going to be working more on that, which means shorter streams probably. But also, I'm finally starting to get some of the materials I need to do the work on the house. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm glad that's happening now. And I actually got a box of smoke detectors today. So I have smoke detectors finally. I'm not gonna put those up on stream. I'm just going to throw them up immediately before the next stream. All of them but one, because one is going to be going in the streaming room. I've gone back and forth on that, but I think I should just have one in the streaming room, especially because I'm going to have a lot of electronics in there. And I usually close the door at night to keep the cat out of there. I'm fine with him being in there when I'm streaming, but I don't want him in there at night and messing up all that equipment, especially once I get all my instruments and stuff like that. It's going to be thousands of dollars worth of equipment in there. So I want a separate one in there just in case there's any electrical shorts or anything, since that's going to be where the vast majority of electrical equipment is in the house. So that one won't get put up until we're done painting that room, which I don't know when that's going to be. But what we're going to start doing is painting the rest of the basement. Originally, I was going to do the floors upstairs first, but my whole plan got. I was supposed to be done with all this work at this point, was my original plan. But we're just getting started on it now because of factors that were beyond my control. But at least we're getting started on it, which I'm very, very excited about. So the first thing we're going to do is paint this. That is a section of the landing where the there was so much cat piss from the previous owners that it literally wore the paint off the landing. And it used to be way worse. It was like a disgusting orangish yellow. But I used two entire bottles of Nature's Miracle and a bunch of like baking soda and vinegar, and I did everything I could to get that up. It doesn't really smell to me anymore, but you can still see the stains on the wood. So I'm sure Charlie smells it because cats. Speaking of Charlie, he must have heard me say his name. Uh, Cats have much more sensitive noses than we do. I'm gonna paint this whole stairwell. And if you that white powdery stuff on the edge, that's the leftover chemicals I used to get most of the cat piss up. Now, let me find it. Here is the first stuff I need to put down. This is a special primer and sealer that is designed specifically to seal in scents like that. So I'm going to put this stuff down and then probably do 2 coats of that, maybe 3, I don't know. But then after that, I'll pull the railing off, pull the little key hooks off the wall, patch a few spots on the wall that look like they need some work. My guess is people bash stuff off the wall while carrying it down to the basement. Like, look at that guy right there. And now I'm going to paint and primer this. I might start doing that today on stream. Like, I think it's hard to tell. It's hard to figure out how to do this because I've got to pull. I don't have a mobile streaming setup like I wanted. I tried once, but it doesn't work. Where is it? I have a little netbook. I think it's on this bookshelf over here. But if you can't tell, it's kind of dark in here. Yeah. Okay, I found it. I have this little guy, old school netbook. I have tried so many times to get this bitch working, but even though it like turns on, I can't get it to connect to the internet. And also, a couple years ago, I ordered a replacement battery for it, and the replacement battery doesn't work. So I need to keep it plugged in. But even if I do keep it plugged in, I can still use it as a mobile streaming setup. Way easier than moving my whole ass gaming PC up here and setting it out on a folding table. So I don't know, maybe that's what I try working on this stream. I'm going to stream today doing just like a reaction stream while I eat the rest of my pizza. And then I will probably I don't know. I'm either going to work on this and see if I can actually get it working, or I'm going to maybe use my phone to stream painting this landing. I need to figure out. I've put so like literally days into trying to figure this thing out. So I don't know how much effort is worth it. I need to find a USB drive to get a new operating system because the current one I have just isn't working. It's like I went for like a weird Linux install that was supposed to be super light, and it's like not working at all. It turns on, but then I can't adjust any of the settings. The time and date are wrong, and because the time and date are wrong, super out of date, it won't connect to any modern networks or anything like that. It's just been a whole pain in the ass. So I would love, actually, you know what else there is? My mom has a laptop that she wants me to see if I can get the photos off of because it crashed. But also, there were things that were supposed to be brought up from Pittsburgh that I expected I'd have up here like 2 or 3 months ago that I still don't have. And I probably need those to data recover that laptop. And it's possible I can even fix that laptop. She really only cares about the photos because she has a new laptop. But if I fix that laptop after recovering her photos, then maybe I can use that, but I don't have most of the tools up here. This has just been a whole frustrating situation. There were a lot of broken promises from the start, but some of them are starting to be kept now. I'm sure I've been annoying as hell, but here's the thing. If someone makes a promise to me, I expect it to be kept. And I am so goddamn tired of everyone always breaking their promises to me. And the worst part about it is that I bend over backwards to keep my promises to people. So part of it is the lack of reciprocation that really pisses me off. You know, treat other people the way you wish to be treated. And people just fucking take advantage of me endlessly. But the other part is sometimes these broken promises lead me to accidentally breaking a promise because the promise I made to someone was dependent upon something else I expected to happen. So it gets really fucking frustrating. Or it's even to the point where it's not things, it wasn't dependent upon things I expected to happen, but I made a promise and then someone broke a promise to me that fucked up my shit so bad that now I'm really delayed on keeping that promise to someone else. And that's when it really pisses me off. When someone else does some negative bullshit to me that causes a chain reaction of negative bullshit to happen to other people. Like, how can y'all be so goddamn selfish and self-centered? This is why the world is fucked up because everyone only ever thinks about themselves first. And I'm really going off the deep end here. So I'm just gonna sip my coffee. I am going to install my smoke detectors that I have now, which I'm very grateful for the way. And then I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do on stream after that. Cheers.